And we are live. Happy Friday, everybody. Oh, it might be sunny out. I got my guns out, but it is cold. It is cold. Um, wow. And just to think, I got told just now in the mom's class um, that it's a 54% chance, because I'm a weather woman, it's a 54% chance of snow tomorrow. Because, we just had this winter storm this past weekend. And of course, I get it. I get it. Of course, everybody was freaking out, but I get it. I mean, I saw the pictures from, what is it, Snowmageddon that they call it, from like 10 years ago or so, when, unfortunately, it was really bad and people died. But you kind of look at the pictures and it's like, it's not that there was a lot of snow and stuff. It was all that ice and people were stuck out there. And now I'm even more worried, because if it's going to be snow, it's going to get a little crazy. Oh, good morning, Aunt. As always, thanks for tuning in. I'm so glad that you're here. Oh man, just talking about this weather. Um, and I know you're probably looking at me and you're like, Caitlin, what is that? What is that white thing around your neck? Oh, this? You mean my top 10 in the nation medal from the ERG sprints last year? Oh, no big deal. Just, got that coming up next weekend. And I've got my rowing seminar tonight as well at 6 o'clock. We won't get started till about 6:15. So if you were looking to join in, but nervous that you weren't going to make it right at 6, that's A-okay, because I won't get started till around 6:15, 6:20 once everyone's here. So don't miss out. And then don't miss out on the ERG sprints. Look at this little medal. Can you see it? Look how cute. Little guy on the rower. I think it's so cute. Oh, Lauren. Yes. Oh, look, champion. Yes. I know, hair flip. I love that. Oh, Rowan Queen, Lauren. Y'all don't be making my cheeks hurt right now. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. But like I said, we've got until the 3rd. If you're interested in the ERG sprints, if you come to my seminar tonight and you're like, I've got to do this, we have till the 3rd to sign people up, even though Aunt let me know that signing people up was hard, which is why I asked her to do it. I literally could not figure out for the life of me how to sign people up for the ERG sprints. I'm already technology deficient and not good on the computer as it is, but I'm working on that. That's a goal that I have this year. I'm getting better. Got myself a laptop. I actually brought it so you can see. Her first big girl laptop. Yes. Look at her. Look at her. She's a technology queen. I love it. Look at me. I'm doing a lot better than I thought I would with this computer stuff. So shout out to Aunt, especially pushing me to use the computer more. I've actually gotten really good. I can type without looking at the keyboard, but not on my computer, because on my computer I'm still struggling. But we're going to get there, because it's about reps and it's not just about time. So I'm just going to be clicking away on my computer to get better. And I just think I'm going to get great at it. Oh, Whitney, hey girl. Hey girl, I'll see you tonight. Shout out to Whitney last week coming in. She was the best rowing model. Also shout out to Whitney, because Whitney's actually top 5. I don't know if she remembers, but she's top 5 in the nation for rowing. Another rowing queen, holla. She'll be rowing next week as well. But like I said, don't miss out. Even if you don't want to do the ERG sprints, but you want to just get better at rowing, we row a lot in class. So if you're just, ready to get down that form, meters, calories, be better, stop making your lower back hurt when you row or slanging the chain while you're doing it, come see me. Come see us. It's a great seminar. We'll only be here for an hour. You can still go get dinner and drinks afterwards if you want to. All right. Well, I got a good bunch of you guys here this morning. So let's get into it because I am going to talk about one of my most favorite things in the entire world, food. Food. I'm telling you, my whole day, my life revolves around my meals, any event that we're doing. You can ask anybody in our group who's making the itinerary, me. Because who's looking up for the restaurants? Me. I love that. That's probably one of my most favorite things, but I'm not going to be talking about it in the way that you expect. I mean, of course, I could stand here and tell you all about eating whole foods and meat and how I just eat meat, no veggies, but we're not here to talk about myself, and that's just too basic. What we have to do now is take the next step, and we're going to talk about meal prepping. And I mean, this is probably the biggest topic that I have questions about with my clients as well. And I get asked all the time, it's like, how do I hit my protein goal? Or how do I eat this much in a day? I mean, it can be really intimidating when you're not only just starting out in the gym. And I've talked about this before, if you're a both feet in kind of person and you're like doing, you jump in, you do our coaching program and you're doing nutrition and fitness and, we got you. And this is what I do. And I mean, it's not just about hitting your macros or eating all of your meals. Meal prep goes hand in hand with saying work smarter and not harder, right? Because meal prep really does come down to being about convenience. I cannot tell you how many times that having my meals prepped has not only saved me in a time crunch, but also saves me money. Like, really think about it. Think about it this way. I can go to the store, buy a pack of ground beef. A pack of ground beef gives me 4 servings. Maybe get some potatoes, get some rice, get a little sauce to put on top. And, that pack of meat right now, of course, inflation is around $7 to $8. Okay. So if you think about it, that pack of meat, say you get some rice and then some sauce, you make 4 meals. Each meal costs around $2 to $4. Like, think about the time, like back in the day when we were younger, when I first started driving, I could get gas for $1.25, and then I could go for 75 cents and go get a Whopper Jr. at Burger King. But we can't find that anymore. And so when you think about, okay, grocery shopping is just so expensive. If you were to take a second right now and look at your bank account from the last couple months, especially the holidays, and you were to add up each time you eat out, and I'm speaking for myself here, I go out to eat by myself, I'm spending anywhere from, it's crazy, $20 to $50 for one meal. And that's like including tip. Because as someone who does eat a lot, I'm probably going to get an appetizer or I'm going to get 2, things of meat and a side. So I'm spending way more money on one meal ordering DoorDash or, like I said, going out to eat because your girl likes to eat. So I'm not eating skimpy. It's like in the movie White Chicks, and he goes, and for the lady, perhaps a salad. And she's like, perhaps not. I'll have the ribs, the coleslaw with vinegar, and it just keeps going on. And it's like, that's me. That's me. So let's get into this. And as someone who's, like I said, entire day revolves around eating, I'm going to give you my top 5 tips to maximize your meals and maximize your money. So number 1, the easiest one, plan your meals. One thing that I really love that Coach Lauren does is I've been to her house many, many times, but she has a whiteboard and she makes a menu for the week. And that's how they plan out their meal prep. So, and I wish I was like that, maybe having a little more diversity in what I plan, but I'm just eating meat and a side, predominantly just meat. But I am someone who can eat the same thing every single day, but I know that's not normal. I'm not normal. But what I tell my clients is, like Lauren, make a menu. You can pick 2 main proteins, maybe chicken and beef are your proteins for the week. Or if you're like me, I'd pick beef and steak. I'm a red meat girl. And then pick 2 to 3 sides to go along with it, and boom, you can mix and match, have fun with your meals. But also don't forget that your body actually loves consistency. All right. So when you're actually eating the same meals, it doesn't have to be the same thing every single day, but the same couple meals, your body's like, I love this. Here come the gains. Here comes the fat loss. When you're trying too hard and then it gets to be too overwhelming and too much, you're doing too much. Just stop. Pick 2 proteins at the most. This doesn't include breakfast, 2 to 3 sides, and there you go. And also, you're not spending extra money on food that you thought that you were going to cook. I honestly would do this all the time. I'd buy, like, back when I did eat veggies, I would buy asparagus or spinach. And I'm like, I'm going to put this in my food. And then it just rots in my fridge. And I just wasted money. And I can't be wasting money at the grocery store. So, number 1, plan your meals. Telling you it's the best thing you could do. And then number 2, batch cook in bulk. All right. So this is probably my favorite thing to do. I cook all of my ground beef and I put it in one big container. Because let me tell you, having 20 containers in your fridge at a time is honestly not the move. I've done that before. It was a little more convenient just to grab and go, but then my fridge is just a mess. I'm grabbing things are falling. I can't find anything in the fridge. But make a big batch of the meats that you chose. So if you were doing chicken and beef, make it, put them in their separate containers. And then while that's cooking, prepare your other sides. It can be as simple as the 1-minute rice. It could be, you slice open a sweet potato, put it in your container, put it in the oven, dice up sweet potatoes. All right. And it's just, and it could be any other veggies you like. And then the night before you go to bed, or even in the morning, say you have a slow morning and you have time, you just stand there, put out the containers for the day, and you scoop and you scoop and you scoop, and you make yourself 3 to 4 meals, and boom, you're done. And plus, too many meal prep containers at one time, that's just a bad habit of mine. I'm sure that Ann or Savannah, especially, even Kiki, because we live together, could vouch for me when I would have all these containers and then I just would leave them in the berg. It's a bad habit. Don't be like me. All right. Don't be like me. Be better. All right. So this is a big tip of mine that I give out. The less containers you have, the better. I promise. And then that takes me to number 3. Invest in good containers. And now I am guilty of it. I'll buy the plastic cheap ones. And then, of course, people are always in my ear being like, don't heat up the plastic in the microwave. Microplastics. I hear you. I get it. Okay. I have way more, important things to worry about. But if you go somewhere like Costco, Home Goods, if you're someone who still goes to Sam's, they do have really great deals on the really nice glass containers. And sometimes they'll be really cute, have cute lids, cute designs. Washing them is so much easier than washing those black bottom plastic containers. And so I will say the plastic ones also don't get as clean. It's almost like, because once you start like cutting in it and stabbing it, all the stuff gets stuck in the container and not worth it. So if you're someone into the aesthetics of your meals and your containers, then I'm telling you, glass containers are a must. And of course, I know some people can chime in, and they are right now. They're healthier for you. All right. So number 1, if you're just joining in, number 1, we're planning our meals. Number 2, we're batch cooking in bulk. All right. And then number 3, we're investing in good containers. And now number 4, set a day and time to meal prep. All right. This is probably the biggest issue that I have with my clients, is that I don't have enough time. When am I going to do this? Make it a whole, like, a thing. Like, what can I say? I actually just saw Whitney in the chat. You just read my mind. Eventize. That's such a good word. Thank you, Whitney. But make it a time. Play your music. Get the kitchen ready. Maybe you got a little snack that you're snacking on while you're cooking your food. And because you don't want to constantly be stuck in the kitchen. I grew up with a mother who cooked every single meal for us every single day up until I left home. She cooked breakfast, lunch, and dinner, right? I'm not about that life. All right. I'm trying to be one or two times in the kitchen during the week. And the rest of the time, that microwave, I'm just hitting that button, heating it up. And I know also that some people don't like eating 3-day-old meat. That's okay. For the longest time, I wouldn't eat leftovers, especially working in the restaurant industry. I was like, I'll just go, I'll get something to eat that day. It's fine. So what you maybe want to do is when you set your schedule, maybe it's Sundays and Wednesdays or Sundays and Thursdays. I'm telling you, it takes only about an hour at the most. And especially when you become really good at it, you'll be prepping that thing 30, 45 minutes. You're in and out, containers done, they're in the fridge, right? But you could also be like some of my clients who enjoy cooking dinner with their family. So they might meal prep just their breakfast or just lunch. And then that evening, it's a family affair. You cook together, you eat together, and that's even a better time to meal prep. Double the recipe, add a little bit more in. And then when you're putting it away, put it in a couple containers, put it in the fridge, or just one big container, and you can scoop it into one the next day. And then there you go. You've got lunch. So the key here is if you're going to meal prep, set a time, set a date, pick the day in the week, and don't dread it. All right. Whitney said eventize. I love that. I'm stealing that. I love that word. And then that brings me to my last point is stay flexible. I will preach it until the day I die. I will die on this hill. All right. Sustainability is about flexibility. And sometimes you might run out. You're like, oh, dang, I forgot to meal prep. That's okay. Sometimes you just can't eat one more of those meals. You might have it in your fridge and you're like, I don't want to eat that. Been there, done that. I get that, especially towards the end of the week. And that's okay. Having some easy make alternatives and snacks are such an easy way to help with an unexpected situation. All right. And also, maybe there's a place you like. I can highly recommend places like Kava, Maypole, which is local, Sweet Greens, which they give you that meal prep feel. It's a meat, a couple sides. It's super easy, really delicious. And maybe it's helping you, hit a craving. And it's just really simple and it's easy to do in a time crunch, right? So like I said in my podcast last week, give yourself some grace. And it doesn't have to be just about rest, but also when it comes to your meals, you're not going to be perfect every day, but the bounce back is what's most important. All right. Because people tend to think that health, fitness, and nutrition are expensive. And when in reality, you're just not doing it right. All right. So with these tips, not only will you be able to meal prep, but you'll be able to save money. And then also saving that money, you might not even have to meal prep because there are companies around here, especially in Atlanta, that they specialize in meal prep. That's what they do. So the money that you're saving on eating out, you could go and buy 4 or 5 meals at the meal prep place. And there you go. Make it even easier on you, right? I have clients that I go myself to the place that I sometimes go to get meal prep. I'll grab them their meals, bring them to them. That's what being a coach is about, right? Me helping you, keeping you accountable, right? So let's go over these points one more time. All right. So number 1, plan your meals, make a menu, pick 2 or 3 proteins to have, 2 or 3 sides, keep it easy, keep it simple. Don't be in the kitchen very long. And then batch cook in bulk is number 2. So make a big pan, put them together, make a big thing of sides. You can roast it, bake it, fry it. In the air fryer. But making big portions then to make smaller meals. And then to store your meals, number 3, you're going to invest in good containers. All right, get them cute glass ones. If you're like me, you don't really care. You can get on Amazon and get some good plastic ones. But they won't last as long, I promise you. And then they get weird stuff stuck on them in the dishwasher. I don't know. And then number 4, setting a certain day and time, eventizing your meal prep, play a little music, have fun, eat some snacks, maybe eat the food that you're cooking, do it with your family. Your kids can help you. It's a great time for bonding as well. And then number 5, stay flexible. because not every day is going to be perfect. Sometimes you might have lunch catered at work. Okay, be smart, make smart decisions. It's not going to be perfect every single day, but we're not about being perfect, right? So we're staying flexible. But I'm telling you, the advantages that meal prep give you frees up more time, because when I get home at night, and I'm sure some people feel the same way, when you've been working all day and you get home, the last thing you're trying to do is cook. I tell my 6 o'clock class and my 5 o'clock class, when I coach them in the evenings, they're the real MVPs, because after a long day, the last thing that I'm trying to do is cook, clean, work out. And it's just like, dang, you guys go. I'm so proud of you. So what it really comes down to is, I know you have to be tired of starting and stopping and feeling like you're truly never making progress. Stop being a professional starter. Most people think that progress is a straight line, one step forward, no setbacks. But the reality is, building muscle and lasting health is a journey with ups and downs. It takes time, patience, consistency. And that's exactly why we built the OxFit coaching program. It's a one-on-one program that combines personal nutrition, intentional programming, and accountability to help you stay on track, especially when motivation disappears. Now, I'll tell you, this isn't about quick fixes or fad diets. It's a proven system designed to fit into your real life, help you build muscle, strength, and confidence without having to feel like you're always starting over. Remember, real progress isn't about shortcuts. It's about making sustainable changes, staying consistent, and trusting the process. And if you're ready to stop starting over and finally see results that last, I'm telling you, the OxFit coaching is here to guide you every step of the way. And so let's turn your effort into real, lasting change. And that starts with you stepping foot into this gym, getting you a coach, and letting us help you get healthy, happy, and harder to kill. So thanks for tuning in today, you guys. Oh, Kiki, what up, girl? Thanks for tuning in. I'm so happy you're here. What I would love is for those of you that tuned in today, whatever tips that you might have that maybe I didn't touch on, or that you think could help somebody else that watches this video, drop them in the comments below. Because I know that, mine are pretty, I wouldn't even say basic, but they're just straight to the point. But if there's a trick or a tip that you have that make you feel better about meal prepping or planning your meals or just eating healthy in general, I would love to hear what you have as a suggestion. Oh, Kiki, girl, is that a medal? Yes, it's my Erg Sprints medal. Look how cute. Just saying. Thanks, girl, for bringing it up again. Remember, rowing seminar tonight, 6 o'clock. Can't wait to see you guys there. But look, I'm going to tell you, you want to have a really good month next month, make a menu, prep your meals, come to the gym 3 or 4 days a week. And I promise you, all those changes that you've been hoping to make